Very good morning class. Today we are going to solve a topic that is rational number class 8 chapter 1. Now we have some equation x plus 2 equals to 5 where x will be number 3, that is a whole number, so that we can get 3 plus 2 equals to 5. Now if we see another equation x plus 9 equals to 0, I need a number 0 which is a whole number so that 0 plus 9 will be 9. But if I see another equation that is x plus 9 equals to 2, I cannot use natural numbers as well as whole numbers here, but I need a negative number that will be minus 7, so that minus 7 plus 9, that is 2. So we call them integers. The negative and positive numbers we call them integers. But in the equation 4 I have 5x equals to 3, and in the equation 5 I have 4x plus 5 equals to 0. Now to solve these equations I need a number here 5. If I see 5, to get 3 I need 3 by 5 here, so that I can cut 5 by 5 and I'll get 3 as an answer. And in the equation 5th, 4x plus 5 equals to 0, I need a number minus 5 by 4, so that 4 will be cut with this 4, plus 5 equals to 0, plus 5 and minus 5 will be 0. So here I cannot use the whole numbers, the natural numbers and the integers, but I have to use a number in the form of a p by q, that is rational numbers. So now we will discuss about some properties of number. The very first properties is closure properties of number. Closure properties of number. Now what is closure property? If I take two numbers 7 plus 2 and I reverse the position of the numbers, that is 2 plus 7, I get the answer 9 equals to 9. So here we see that left hand side is equals to right hand side. So I can say that for any two whole numbers a and b, a plus b equals to b plus a. If I change the position, there will be no change in the answer. So I can say that whole numbers are closure under addition. Now we have to see this in the case of subtractions also. If I take two numbers like 7 by 9, and if I reverse the numbers 9 by 7, I will get two different answers. Here I will get minus 2 and here I will get plus 2. So we can say for any two whole numbers a and b, a minus b is not equals to b minus a. So whole numbers are not closure under subtraction. Now we have to check it in the case of multiplication. For multiplication, if I take any two numbers, that is 11 into 9, and I revert the position of the number, that is 9 into 11, I will get 99 here and 99 on the right hand side too. So we can say for any two whole numbers a and b, a into b is equals to b into a. So we can conclude that whole numbers are closure under multiplication. And now in the case of division, if I have to take two numbers, that is 4 divided by 2, and I revert the position of the numbers 2 divided by 4. Here I will get 2 as a product, and if I see here 2 divided by, that will be 4 by 1, and the reciprocal of 4 by 1 is 1 by 4. So here the answer will be 1, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, I get 1 by 2. So the left hand side is not equals to right hand side. So I can say that whole numbers are not closure under division. Now the very next properties of number is the commutative property. Now what is commutative property? Commutative property of numbers. Now in the case of addition, if I consider two numbers like 5 plus 2 and revert the position of 2 and 5, that is 2 plus 5, I see that the result will be same, 7 equals to 7. So I can say for any two whole numbers, a plus b equals to b plus a. So that is the closure property under addition. Now in the case of subtraction, again I have to take any two whole numbers like 9 minus 2 and reverting the position, that is 2 minus 9, I get two different answers. Here I get 7, and on the right hand side I get 2 minus 7 minus 7. 2 minus 9, that is minus 7. So left hand side is not equals to right hand side. So we can say for any two numbers, a minus b is not equals to b minus a. So whole numbers are not commutative in subtraction. Now we'll check this in the case of division. Again I have to take two numbers like 8 divided by 4, and if I revert the position 4 divided by 8, here I get 4 divided by 8 divided by 4, I get 2, and here 4 divided by 8, that will be 4 divided by 8 upon 1. Now the reciprocal of division will always be multiplication. So after multiply the number, I have to write it 1 by 8. I have to reciprocal the position of numbers, and 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, I get 1 by 2, and on the left hand side we have 2. So we can see that any whole numbers a and b, a divided by b is not equals to b divided by a. So we can say that whole numbers are not commutative in division. Now we have to check these properties with all the numbers. In the case of whole numbers, in the case of integers, in the case of rational numbers, we have to check these properties by putting all the numbers. Now the very next properties is associative properties of number. Now what is associative property? Associative property of numbers. In the case of addition, we have three numbers like 3 plus 7 plus 2, and if I revert the position of the numbers, I take 2 plus 3 plus 7, we have to get the same result. That is 3 plus 7 is 10 plus 2 is 12, and here 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 7 will be 12. So we can see that any two whole numbers a and b, a, b and c, a plus b plus c equals to c plus a plus b. So we can say that whole numbers are associative in addition. But in the case of subtraction, again if I take three numbers, that is 9 minus 7 minus 2, and if I take two numbers 9 minus 7 minus 2, the result should be same. Like if I solve it here, 9 minus 7 minus 2 will be 5 and the result will be 4. And here if I solve, if I take a and b before minus 2, I will get plus 2 minus 2, that will be 0. So we can say that left hand side is not equals to right hand side. So we can say that a minus b minus c is not equals to a minus b minus c. So under subtraction, whole numbers we can say that whole numbers are not associative under subtraction. Now in the case of multiplication, again I have to take three numbers, that is 2 into 3 into 4, and if I revert the position of the numbers, I take 2 into 3 into 4. Here I am taking 2 into 3 in the first place, and that is 2 into 3 is 2 3 is 6 into 4, that is 24. And here 2 will solve it later, 3 into 4 will be 12, and the answer will be 12 into 2 is 24. So left hand side is equals to right hand side. So we can say for any three numbers, a into b into c is equals to a into b into c. First we solve a into b, then we will multiply the product with c, and here we will solve b into c first and multiply the product with a. But the answer will be same, so that we can say that that whole numbers are associative under multiplication. Now in the case of division, if I take three numbers again, 12 divided by 4 divided by 2 should be equal to 12 divided by 4 divided by 2. Again I have to divide these two numbers first and these two numbers in the first place. Now here I will get 12 divided by 4, that is 3, divided by 2, that is 3 should be reciprocal 1 into 2 and I'll get 3 upon 2. And on the right hand side 12 divided by 4 divided by 2, that is 2, and again 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So we can see that left hand side is not equals to right hand side. So we can say that under the whole numbers are not associative under division. So now on the basis of these properties, we have to solve the exercises of your book. The very first exercise is exercise 1.1.